So I got the original idea for this video from Tom Urtis. Now he has a great Twitter channel. I highly recommend it. Follow him. You'll learn lots of great Excel tips. But let's get into the solution here. So what he had was a range of numbers, something like this. And you want to get, let's highlight the maximum value, which is currently 1,000. So you want to get, not exactly the address, I changed it a little bit, but the year above, and you want to get the department that is to the left. So something like this. So if we change this and make this 8,000, now we want to get 2010 and we want to get the department IT. So that works just fine. 2010 and IT works great. So let's go back to our maximum value of 1,000. But here's the catch. If I add ties to this, all of a sudden our formulas don't work anymore. So that's the thing. I'm going to leave this to you as homework to figure out why doesn't this work. Sometimes after you learn a lot about Excel, sometimes it's actually fun to go in and figure out why something doesn't work and then create a solution for that. So that's your homework. Why doesn't it work when there are ties for the max value? All right. So let's now go into sort of a side note. But when we want to there's actually 4 different ways to count how many max values that we have, right? So we have 5, 1,000. And I would say this is the winner. This is the simplest way to do it, and it's also the best because in here you have the arguments, the range, and the criteria. If you use an array formula like this one down here, or some product, those are, I mean, they're both great ways to do things. They can do things that the normal functions like countif can't do, but they're also a little bit harder to explain to someone else. So if you can do it the basic way with a basic function, I would say that's always the best. So now let's get into the solution. First step, we just have a simple little counter here. If you have more than 5 max values, of course you just drag this down to extend it. So here's the interesting part. Here's the formula over here, the formula text. The formula itself is right in there. It is an array formula, but it's a short array formula. So when I first created a solution to this, I had created a solution in one cell only, drag it down. It didn't need a counter, it didn't need anything else, didn't need these helpers over here. But the formula was so long, like a massive formula, it went down about 4 or 5 rows, and I thought that doesn't help anyone, especially me. I can barely understand it. So here's what we do. You see the 2 in here. If you read through this, I'll let you also research this one to sort of see how the mechanics work. But the high level is that the 2, the integer, represents row 2, and the decimal 06 represents column number 6. So let's try another one. Here it's row 2 and 13. So that's this one over here, row 2 and column 13. Of course, the next one is row 4, which is there for finance, and the 11 is the column K. And of course, the last 2, there's 2 on row 6. So that's how it works. I'm sure you've got other ways to do it. Please add a comment below the YouTube video if you have different ways to solve it. But try to come up with ways that are as simple as possible that you could explain to someone that has low Excel skills. So now, to get to our final answer, we're just doing a very simple, straightforward offset. We start here, we go down this many, and we go to the right 0 because we're already in the correct spot over here for the department. And for the year, we're doing similar, but a little kind of the opposite. We start at our reference point of A1. We don't go down at all, but this time we're going to the right to extract the correct year. So really, figure out why this one doesn't work, right, for when there's ties, and then over here, go into here and audit exactly how this works in here. Just a little bit of math in there to look at and examine. And then, of course, if you come up with a better way, just add a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Take care.